What's going on, LeeBoy family? We're here at the LeeBoy factory in Lincolnton, North Carolina. I got my very good friend here, Jason from Florida Seal Coating. He's in the market for a raised on blacktop paver, so we're going to take him to the facility, show him how it's made. First time here, so we're super excited.
Welcome, guys. Welcome to LeeBoy.
Matt,
Good to be back. Good to see you, man.
Thank you.
What we call the mezzanine. These are small parts for ship out and for some for production. We stock a lot of parts, trying to keep the customers up and running. So these shelves here, you see all the painted parts. This is all customer orders, stuff for us to ship out so we can ship it in a timely fashion. Yeah. And like I say, everything kind of comes in through those doors there, through here, and feeds the plant. So this is Grand Central Station right here. A lot of moving parts, a lot of moving equipment, yeah. Yeah, that laser they just put in back in the fall. I think it's a 10,000 watt, twice as big as what we had before. But it's also got a tower we can walk around and look that's automatic feed, so they can fill that thing up and it'll run forever without anybody even touching it, yeah.
So what Mike drives around in?
So this is R&D. This machine came back from the show and they're working on it.
This is the one that was in the show in Chattanooga. The big guy.
One like it anyway.
This looks like it's been out there laying some mix down.
Yeah, this is not the show
This is
machine.
my buddy Jason.
You ready to go to work? How we doing?
So
It's a big boy. So this is morally designed to get out there and get on the highway job.
it is.
Bigger mainline paver.
Main line, but yet not so big a man can pave a driveway with it. Yeah. As long as you keep it less than 8 foot, you can get it in and out of holes. Yeah.
And this is in production now?
Yes, sir. It is in production now, yeah. We've prototyped it for the last couple of years and we got it out. That's the second prototype with the bigger screed. So we brought it in, do a little check and recheck on it and send it back out and get some more wires on it.
What's the weight of that screed on there?
It's like 7,000 pounds. That's why we call it the LB7.
LB, that's perfect. That thing is heavy duty, man. I like how you can bolt it off of here and you have
See
that.
this? Look at them track pad. Well, I don't know if this machine has it, but this having a machine this size with gates is like huge.
Cut off on it? Yeah.
That is a massive hopper. What is that, 12-ton hopper, right? Dumped that 10-wheeler one shot. This is all starting to come back to me, right? This is where your wiring is over here?
That's where our wiring is.
Are all the parts made out here on these shelves? Are all fabricated here, bent?
Most of the smaller stuff, yes. You get the hopper wings and the half-inch plate steel, we get bent somewhere else, but a lot of it's all put together here. Our one welder lays a pretty bead. Them boys do a good job keeping it dialed in. We just recently added our second one down there. Look at some of the welds. I mean,
Jason, you appreciate that? Look at that weld.
Like a roll of quarters?
Yeah, that's what they say, right? Roll the dots.
Wow, that's precise.
and see that's the screed frame.
That's your bread and butter right there, brother. Wow.
And see all these pallets up here, those are fixtures. That's the only part about a laser. You have to have it fixtured perfectly.
Yeah, those are jigs. These are all jigs, yeah.
So then here's where we get in our electrical shop. This is where we're building panels. So we try to control anything that is hard to keep the quality up on, we try to do here. While we're here, we got a big wire. You can see every 6 inches, we have the function of the wire. It's color coded, but it's also labeled. That way, when you're working on something, you can see what it's actually used for.
Appreciate all your hard work, sir. See that?
Still do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, it's all like plugged in, ready.
This is RB50, a broom.
Neutral start.
It's way above my pay grade. What's going on, guys?
So that's what it looks like, is making the twines. Watch him, you can show you how to do it in just a second.
That's amazing. Now I know how that's done.
Is that common that this is done all in-house?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
You never think of that process till I was standing here looking at it.
Yeah, beats a zip tie, right?
It looks pretty simple, but that's actually a science on how tight those things is and how many strands you put in an inch and all that stuff. So yeah, we've come a long ways since we just started using it. Yeah.
What are we working on here, brother?
Sorry?
What are we working on here?
About tag fakes out there.
Super precise. Wow, I wasn't even expecting to come and see something like
So this is the best part of up here though. They have built it and now he's testing it to make sure everything works on it.
Okay.
That's what he's doing. So when he gets it all plugged up, he'll run a test on it. He'll tell him what's good and bad.
Wow, look at all of that that's going into that.
Dumb question, Mark, but for the people that are watching this video, what exactly is that?
I'm assuming that's the connector telling you that all the leads are soldered and it's getting the readouts. The old-timey computer ribbon, that's what that is basically.
What's up, brother?
I like that hoodie.
Thank you. Raised on Blacktop.
Oh yeah.
What's going on, man?
I wanted you guys to have- I like that.
Cool. Thank you,
Yeah, I
man.
was here when you first brought you guys on and stuff.
Yeah.
I was back over in eBay.
Okay.
The Bear Papers.
Yeah, it was like 2020, 21, 21.
I still have my original
Right?
hat for y'all.
Cool.
It's like, heck yeah.
I appreciate that, man.
Oh,
Thank you.
yeah,
So, Mark, how many people are working here at one time, typically?
450.
Really?
We run second shift in paint, some second shift in the warehouse. So a lot of these assemblies we bring in from the manufacturer. That way they've got the quality control that we want. We don't have to have spaces to put them together. So
What is this off of?
that's the 8520, I believe.
520, really? Oh, it looks short sitting here.
There we get to the meat and potatoes, and yeah.
Tell what that's off of, right? 1,000?
So we buy that, and then it goes down this assembly line. And as we go down, you'll see it be progressed. When it gets to the end, it'll be a paver.
And are these lanes set up as paver models, or was different models come through this lane?
The conveyor pavers go down this aisle. Yeah.
They pick it up with the pantries.
They pick it up, and as it goes along, you'll see down here what we call the high station, where it gets up higher, where they can get under it a little bit. And that. So everything's kind of unique to that build and what it takes to do the job at that point. Now these are parts all made by the robot, so they're all welded that way. So when it gets to this station here, they add the cutoffs in it, and now this starts to become a paver. They'll bring it back, go get them a conveyor and set it in, then they'll set the sidewalls on it in the back, and as it goes down, you'll see it progress into being a paver.
And how long does it typically take to go through phase to phase to a complete start to finish product?
Well, start to finish with the whole machine, probably about 40 hours.
Really?
For this part of it. Realize
Gotcha.
we're not putting anything on it. This is metal part. From here it goes to paint. Then we go through paint, and then it drying room and all that. Then it comes back, and then we start putting it together.
Okay. So it's like, okay.
The conveyor line, this conveyor line here, we build 40 models, 40 different pavers a month is what we build. 40 a month.
So it's like kind of like building a motorcycle. You mock it up, take it apart, paint all fancy, and then put it back together again. Wow. This is why I came.
This saves the backs of many laborers, many shovelers, right?
The headbangers. I'm looking at the parts and I'm trying to figure out what
There
everything
again.
is. That's the headbanger.
Parts on the left side, machines on the right, so they just jump the aisle when they're needed. Yeah. So that's a 8520 or 8530 conveyor chain. Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm looking at. So that's interesting. Are they all converting into this like this, or where it's not square no
The
more?
20 and the 30s are the smaller ones are still squares. So yeah, small ones.
Look at that, Jay. That's sick. So that's going to paint?
We're on, yeah, loaded on a paint cart right now.
Wow. Holy shit.
Correctly, you guys made that paint cart?
We made that.
Off of like spare parts or something?
Well, we made it out of LeeBoy parts, yeah.
And it's powder coated, right?
No, it's not powder coated. It's got too many different metals to powder coat. But it's polyurethane paint, so it gets a primer and then it gets a polyurethane, whatever color they want. Most of them are yellow. But we've got a tug that hooks to that, that's a power unit that basically drives that thing through the paint. So then once it's painted, we'll skip around, you see it come back over here, and these guys will put the undercarriage on, kind of separate from production.
My man, beautiful landing.
Gary Beaver, he's the guy in charge of all our beautiful paint jobs.
Too. Have you been here a while?
Yeah.
This is my friend Jason.
Hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet
He's the guy that paints the machines, in charge of all of it.
Top notch.
you. Well, we tried.
Yeah.
I'll have to stay on them too.
We're gonna have another great one coming through soon, I hope.
Okay.
Safety green. Almost the color of your ear tones.
We painted the green one that one.
Yeah, we did. We got a guy, Jaeger, from Michigan, paints one every year. Yeah,
Really?
green.
Yeah. Actually, we just painted a red one, Bobber red. Check it out.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
on the other end now.
I'll have to see that.
So yeah. So raised on Blacktop, I think we did 5 or 6 this month.
Really?
Yep.
Nice.
So we're
on.
still pumping them out.
Rolling, baby.
Yep.
Got one right now I can take with me?
Yeah, there's.
No, he said take with him now.
Oh, yeah, bring a check. Come out and look at that.
Thank you, Gary.
Nice meeting you, brother.
So you see this one here, it's waiting on the undercarriage, so they'll put that together in the morning. Real quick, show you the paint prep.
Oh, so they wash everything
So
down,
yeah,
get all the oil
we
off.
still acid wash, and then they'll take them around to the drying room, blow them dry, Bondo, whatever the things they need to Bondo to make the metal look half decent on it. And then it's got 2 paint booths, one painting black, one painting yellow. And and then 2 bait kitchens, the drying ovens on the other end of it. We make 100% of our hydraulics and fuel tanks here too.
Everything right here. Cylinders and all.
It's final QC.
Actually running or?
Come out, and then they go one more step for another inspection. But this is production check out here.
I like how they've gone to everything, like a lot of the components being galvanized now.
Galvanized so you don't have to grease it, paint it. It just works so much better because you turn these things all the time.
Yeah.
Might as well have something like that.
When you paint, they get painted, they get harder to turn.
It's pretty crazy that just maybe 3-4 years ago, we were standing right at this spot where they took us to see the tour for the first time. And we walked out and got to unveil the first raised on blacktop paver. Feels like it was yesterday, but to see this was just like a dream, became an idea. And to see these in full production now is insane. It's crazy. Sometimes I gotta pinch myself.
That's my machine that I have right now.
Is that what you got, an 8500? Yeah.
Yep. Wonderful machine.
Oh yeah. No, that's what we all started on. Yeah. I used to take 2 of them, put 1,000 ton a day down with them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very
25, 28 years ago, yeah.
I mean, really, for the work that we do, this is the machine.
You can't grow, and the bigger horsepower dumps trucks easier, more production, gets you into a different hiring mode with a different crew, a different line of work. Yeah. More production. You can always back into a driveway with a big machine, as long as it's 8 foot wide. Right. It's what you do once you get back in, that's the difference, and how fast it takes you to get out. Bigger engine, better generator, more heat, all the creature complex, you know.
This is mechanically adjustable.
That has no adjustment. They make an electric actuator that goes to that place there, yeah.
So that's just
That's an option. This is a kind of a skinny down version of it.
electric. Correct side. Yep.
But the manual steer, anybody can work on it. Cable brakes doesn't put you out of business. Right. That kind of stuff.
You gonna show this guy the proving grounds?
You see what we're doing is to take sand and that simulates paving. Then we'll get done with it, we'll scoop it up, put it back on a pile and use it again.
I bet that puts down a real nice mat.
Sand does a good job of claying, and it teaches you what's wrong with the screed. And anything that you see on asphalt, you can see it as sand.
Right.
So it's really a good learning tool, training tool.
Yeah, especially with going out with the extensions, getting the heights of it. I guess I'll get that rundown tomorrow.
Either way, man.
All right, man. Good seeing
Take
you.
it easy.
Was your Dobbs guys?
Yeah, I'm sure that's them fellas over there. That or some of them are still in a class or something. Hey man, I want to go look at this raised on black.
You wanna go check her out?
Hey, what I gotta do around here to get one of them fancy vests? No. Yeah.
So,
Raised on
yeah, so the bones in the machine are the same, obviously, right? This beautiful color we got. So what we wanted to do, famous tagline, was that we spend more time on this machine than we do in our own bed, right? And that's a fact, right? Sure. Paving for 12 hours a day, you're lucky to get 6 hours of sleep. So when we're paving on a job, we're paving large parking lots, driveways, what have you. Carrying your tools with you is a big part, right? Nothing worse than when you hop off and that paint gun is on the other side of the job, and that line doesn't get painted because it's on the other side of the job. So what we did originally was we took our paver back home and did all these upgrades we wanted to see on a everyday paver. Stuff that the operator wishes he had, all accessories, all add-ons. We didn't try to change this machine at all because it's tried, true, and so we did all these upgrades to it. And LeeBoy had the open ears and they took on a lot of the suggestions we had. Yeah, so simple stuff like a shovel holder. Again, a lot of guys will put that on themselves. They'll hang them here, they'll hang them there, but we wanted to have this designated there right from the factory. The lighting was a big thing, right? Because we get caught in the morning, the fall day at night. You know, Florida's a little bit different, but.
And this here, this slides out?
Yeah, this slides out, yeah. I'm sure this is fresh paint, so it's not gonna slide as good, but this comes all the way out, and it comes all the way out. You can even use it as like a flashlight. Going back here, like I said, the lighting was big, so being an operator, it's always good to see inside here, right? Even on a cloudy day, it's hard to see inside there, and a good paver operator is looking not only ahead of them, but in here, and you got to know what kind of material you're carrying. So we got lights in here that flick on and you can see in there, and it's great for early mornings, late nights, and playoff time. Now going back here, there's some little stuff like a scraper holder, okay? And it sounds crazy, right? We have machines that don't have them, right? I know that scraper's right there every time, right? It's got a spot, and it sounds minimal, but that's a big deal, you know? A big thing that we wanted to do was, a suggestion of ours was this step. So typically the step looked like this. That's your traditional LeeBoy step. This has been adopted by all the machines now, but what we did, we brought our step back 2 inches and we built this platform right here. So this is for your rake to sit in. A lot of guys know that when your screed's up and down, you're making pads, you're dropping the screed, you're picking it up. A lot of rakes are not only falling off, but they're getting caught inside there, snapping tools, it's dangerous. And then also, not so much travel mode, but you know, you're paving a parking lot, you pick up the pass, you put the tool on here, the guys are still raking the end of the pass, the paver operator goes down to start another pass, and maybe he's on a milled surface, what have you, and the machine's rattling a little bit and those tools are falling off. You know, it's slowing production down. So everything on here's got a spot. That rake slides right in there and is pretty secure. Shovel holder, again, these shovels have a slot. They're not hanging off here, they're not getting caught in the seat, and they're not on the grass.
Right.
100 feet back, they got a spot. We even thought of a ticket carry holder. So this is for your slips from your plant, any important paperwork. I mean, you got both of these. You can put any important documents. You know, a lot of times on our jobs, we have an inspector there collecting tickets. Rather than him coming up to each driver, it's not only is it dangerous, but it's slowing us down because he's gonna, you know, take the ticket and he's gonna chat to him for a little bit, right? So we take the tickets, one of our laborers will take the ticket and it goes right here. And every ticket is there at the end of the day. It's not crumpled up. It's not in a guy's vest all sweaty. This level comes from Slip Industries. A true paving guy would tell you that, like, it's hard to find a quality level. So we wanted a level that you carried with the paver. Okay, we take ours off when we in transport. You could probably leave it on there, I wouldn't recommend it, but again, that level's always with you. It's not hanging on the paver. In the past, we've had them on top of here. Okay, it's scratching the paver, it's falling off, or like I said, it's 50 feet back. Right. And when you went and check that corner, and there's 4 trucks in front of you, you're like, yeah, it's just the reality of paving, right? Sure. You know, you're not cutting corners, it's just like, we gotta go. And then as an operator, right, this is in the high deck. This is usually brought down a little bit. But if you're running it, I can look down at that bubble and know that I have pitch, you know, because it's set level. Again, we got the light bar on top.
The lowering beacon on there, that's real helpful. Yep. That's good.
How was the flight to get out?
Horrible.
Yeah?
I think we spent 6 hours there.
Really?
Yeah, wow. 6 hours.
That's why I drive everywhere, man. The last 2 trips to working in Nashville, trips to get back were 6 to 10 hour delays.
You warned me, didn't you?
Yeah, I don't drive.
We couldn't even get a rental car to come here. There's none at the yeah, we Ubered here.
Ah, well, I got a truck. We're gonna go back and forth. I've got a big F-250 you guys can ride in. So
yeah, it was something else, but this is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah,
you having a good time?
Couple of days here, yeah.
You guys were just out there running sand?
So they did separate. They did one group on the paver out the back, and then one group kind of went around and checked everything out here. So I got to drive the paver, and I got to sit on the side and do the gates. And I mean, I'm never going to be able to teach you anything, but at least I'm learning about stuff. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man.
I mean, you're gonna learn on that sand because it will show any imperfection.
Oh, it did.
Yeah.
How off I was and not driving straight, and hey,
only way to learn.
Things any day of the week, man.
Only way to learn.
I got to learn.
As good as you are in sales,
yeah.
Now you can add that right into the
This
toolbox.
is your sales guy?
Yeah.
This is my guy.
Cool. Yeah.
It's my buddy.
I actually
It's
have
amazing.
a guy with a LeeBoy motor grader that's having some issues. So I called him up. I said, I'm at LeeBoy right now. So I actually figured out the fix. They have the parts needed to fix it here.
Yeah.
I'm bringing it down back to
That's
Orlando.
what you texted me.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to have everything and have the fix when I get back to Orlando for him.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's service, baby.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, do your thing, man. I know we got to leave.
Yeah.
Leave the hotel by 6.
Yeah.
But I won't leave without you guys because obviously I'm stuck without a phone.
Appreciate you. Jason here with Florida Seal Coating, spending a wonderful day with Matt here from Raised on Blacktop with my wonderful experience at LeeBoy today, doing a tutorial through the facility, getting an understanding for how everything is manufactured, parts as well. Just took a look at my new paver here that I'm working on pulling the trigger on, the 8520C. Matt's giving me the full breakdown on it. And I think Matt's gonna share with you guys about how this is gonna be and St. Louis for the Worlds of Asphalt and Concrete.
Yeah, so just in a few short weeks, we'll be down in St. Louis for the World of Asphalt show. Just like Jason said, LeeBoy comes strong. They're gonna have all their pavers there. So come by there. The American Pavement team will be in the booth. Jason will be there. And of course, the CDS Visual team will be there. So come by the booth, get familiar with the team, get in the cool videos they make, and we'll see you at work.